Welcome to the Classroom of the Future Foundation's 18th Annual Innovation in Education Awards. Now let's enjoy tonight's celebrities and honorees at the red carpet walk and interviews.
Kelley Owens, Chair of the Classroom of the Future Foundation Board, thank you so much for all the work you do for this great organization.
Thank you, Drew.
So I know you were practicing the red carpet walk based on the expertise down there. So you looked great out there.
Thank you.
Talk about how important it is to support the Classroom of the Future Foundation.
I'm an attorney for school districts with Fagan Friedman, F3 Law, to see educators and community partners come together and actually work on solutions in conjunction with the County Office of Education. It's a really special way to give back to our students and to push the limits of what's possible for our students.
So Kelley, as CFF board chair, talk about how important it is for CFF's mission to be focused on college and career pathways.
Seeing the folks come out of school now, there's a million different options and people have access to information about different careers now more than ever. But what's amazing about CFF is really working with the individual from the very beginning and getting them the tools and the education and the structure that they need so that when they do get out in the real world, they're equipped with everything that they need to really live out their purpose and live out what they're designed to do. And that can start at a very, very young age and continue with them all the way through their educational journey.
Well, Kelley Owens, thank you so much for being the chair of the board, and looking forward to this great program, and we'll see you in the theater.
My pleasure, Drew. Thanks.
Dave Koopman of Curriculum Associates, can't thank you enough for your great support of the Classroom of the Future in this event.
Thank you so much, Drew. Happy to be here.
Yeah, you know, it's been wonderful to have longtime sponsors like yourself and watching this great recognition of the excellence in teaching and learning that are happening in our county, especially the student work. I know that ties perfectly into your core.
Absolutely. We really want to help shine a light on the best practices as well as our great leaders and educators within San Diego County. It's a lot about scale. There's so many great things going on, and how do we take those great things and help spread them out to just increase that presence. We are very passionate about equity for all learners and helping all students just be able to experience and choose the path that is right for them and prepare them for whatever they want to do.
Absolutely. Well, Dave Koopman of Curriculum Associates, thanks to you and your colleagues for your great support of CFF, and I know you'll enjoy the program again tonight.
Thank you so much.
Judd Wood of Paxton Patterson, just a leader in the world of career exploration and a longtime supporter of Classroom of the Future. I can't thank you enough for what you do for our organization.
Well, we're pleased to be involved with CFF.
So, talk about how important this is right in the wheelhouse of Paxton Patterson with CTE and career awareness and so forth.
Yeah, our company focuses on hands-on projects and career exploration in middle schools and high schools, and so it goes hand in hand with what CFF offers. So we're excited to see that. It's kind of our mission this year to help educators get students re-engaged, because that's going to be the big challenge, getting kids back from COVID. And our hands-on projects and the experiences that they have actually doing things in the classroom is going to be a big step in helping them get kids back into the right mindset.
And Jed, as we were talking about your focus at Paxton Patterson on CTE, maybe these students will find their way to work for your organization.
That's right. They'll discover what their real true interests and loves are, and be able to choose a pathway in high school and with a career that way.
Absolutely. Well, Judd Wood, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Bud Johnson, your colleague that hopefully is out here watching the show, and we hope you enjoy the program.
Yes, he is, and he'll be glad to hear that. Thank you.
We're with Paul Johnson, and he is the coach of the Cyber Aegis team that won the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Achieve Award. Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you.
So talk about Cyber Aegis. What's that all about, and what type of competition were you in?
Yeah, so we have a great group of students. We practice teamwork and leadership, grit and determination, and we compete in the cybersecurity competitions.
And you do those locally? Do you do them nationally, worldwide?
So we have competitions both at the county level in Southern California, at the state level, and nationally.
Right, and how many people comprise your team?
We have 120 students.
Do all 120 students compete in all levels of the competitions?
Yes, everybody competes in all the competitions.
Right, and I also know your company is so generous with internships, and if I'm not mistaken, 17 internships at Northrop Grumman?
Right. We found that these students, they work just so well, and they've really got the material down, and they come in and they are ready to contribute on day one, and The managers have found they're just, they can contribute extremely well.
Just want to congratulate you and your team again, and hope you enjoy the program tonight.
Great, thank you.
We are here with Tanai Shah. He is the team captain of Cyber Aegis. How are you doing, Tanai?
I'm good.
Congratulations. What a great accomplishment.
Thank you, thank you.
So Tanai, what is involved about being a team captain of Cyber Aegis?
A really big task is organizing everyone. So 120 students, that's a lot of people to manage. And that's also a lot of work that gets done. So, you got to keep track of everything and keep moving forward.
How nervous were you?
Yeah, so I guess initially there was a lot of nervousness, right? 3,200 teams or so. So there's a lot that goes into it. But the more you compete, the more comfortable you get. It's amazing.
Right, like you are here in front of the TV cameras with thousands of people watching. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
So moving forward, are you interested in pursuing a career in cybersecurity?
Most definitely. It interests me a lot.
Right. Now, did you do an internship at Northrop Grumman as well?
I did, yeah.
That's great. And then are you looking to pursue this in college as well?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. We need as many of you folks out there keeping us safe. Again, tonight, just congratulations on a great effort. Give our best to your colleagues, and I hope you enjoy the program tonight.
Thank you.
Dr. Leangela Brady, our 2021 CFF Innovative Superintendent of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Drew. It's just an honor to be here. This is a superintendent award, but you know that a superintendent represents a much larger group of people behind the scenes. And so I'm just so honored to be here for the National School District, representing our governing board, our staff, and especially our students in being innovative in the things that we do. And of course, this pandemic has forced everyone to be innovative, so it's just extra special this year.
Talk about some of the innovations going on at National School District.
Well, I think, Drew, the thing that we're most proud of right now in the National School District is our focus on the United Nations global goals, the sustainable development goals that the United Nations and the world are trying to achieve by the year 2030. And I think the pandemic has really brought a lot of those to the forefront. And so we are implementing those not only in our school district, but in our community and having an impact on the greater world. And that effort's being led by students in the National School District. So for that, I think we're most proud of that innovation effort.
Right, and I think it was also pretty cool. I've been honored to work with you and some of your colleagues. I'd be remiss if we didn't give a shout out to Tom Davis, who's on our advisory board at Classroom of the Future. Also heavily involved in STEM work as well, correct?
That is correct. The National School District sits on the STEM ecosystem, and we have a neighborhood group right in National City working on 16 weeks of STEM. So students can work on STEM and STEAM activities with their parents all throughout distance learning, but then continuing that as we return to school.
That's right. Well, Dr. Brady, congratulations on being the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Innovative Superintendent. I know you'll enjoy the program.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
Eric Franson, congratulations for being the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Innovative Principal of the Year for great work you've done at Surfside Educational Academy and the Oceanside Unified School District.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and honored to represent our staff.
So Eric, what are some of the coolest things about being a principal?
Well, I get to interact with the kids every single day, and I also get to interact with the teachers and support them. And I think one of the greatest roles is just that servant leadership. Determining what do the kids need and how do I support the teachers in meeting the needs of the kids.
So how do you get your kids to follow their dreams?
Well, it starts with what the kids need. I mean, we get kids in our program that come in from all different, paths of life and experiences, and it's just starting with what do they need? What are they interested in, and how do we build upon that? So meeting them where they're at, really, and moving them forward from there.
I bet the parents love this aspect as well.
Oh, they do. Yeah, we have a lot of parents that are highly complimentary on the personalized environment we create for their kids.
Talk about working the businesses in your area.
Well, we've partnered with local businesses to build out some of the pathways we're working on. For example, we have a hospitality pathway we're building out. We partnered with the Hyatt facility, which just opened up this May. And so some of our students in the hospitality realm have landed jobs with the Hyatt right there on the beach. And so that's one example, and we're working with some partnerships in the building and development industry as well.
No, that's phenomenal. So Eric Franson, congratulations. 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Innovative Principal of the Year.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, honored to represent the staff who really this is about them.
Darshana Patel, school board member for the Poway Unified School District. Thanks so much for your public service.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Happy to be here today to represent.
So many cool things that come out of this school district. It's been so well documented. This year, Adobe Bluffs Elementary is the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Impact Award winner. Talk about that.
So at Poway Unified School District, we're very proud of Adobe Bluffs Elementary School. Our vision is to create culture and conditions to empower world-class learners. And the Mandarin program at Adobe Bluffs Elementary School does exactly that.
Right, what's so important, and I know your district is all about, inclusivity and diversity. How important is that?
It's one of the main things at Poway Unified School District. We want to create an environment that's student-centered, that allows students to express who they are and be ready to face all of the challenges life has for them in the global marketplace.
Well, Darshana Patel, thank you so much again for being a board member of the Poway Unified School District, and congratulations to you and your colleagues in Adobe Bluffs Elementary.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Eddie Park, Director of Global Languages and Innovative Programs for the Poway Unified School District. Congratulations to you, your colleagues, and of course Adobe Bluffs Elementary for winning the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Impact Award. Talk about how important that is to the district and to the school.
Well, obviously super elated, super excited. You know, as we mentioned about the vision of our district, which is to empower our students to be world-class learner. And for our school, we are doing that by action. And we are creating an environment for our students to learn the most spoken language in the world. And it affords opportunity for our students, not just locally, nationally, internationally. And it's a one and only program, and we are super proud that we're able to do something like that in our district.
So Eddie, talk about how important technology is to meeting the goals of your program.
All right, so technology has been super important to this program. What it does is that not only are we learning the language and culture inside the classroom, it's affording our students to be able to connect globally through the beauty of technology and through platforms out there for students to engage in conversation and to share culture. The blended learning program that we have with the educational technology at our school district, and especially the Voyager program, allows us to do something like that. Very innovative, very top of the line for our students to engage in.
Right, well, Eddie Park, Director of Global Languages and Innovative Programs for the Poway Unified School District. Congratulations to you, your colleagues, the district, and of course Adobe Bluffs Elementary for winning the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Impact Award.
Thank you, and xie.
So Julie Lee, a teacher on special assignment at Adobe Bluffs Elementary School. Congratulations to you and your colleagues for winning the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Impact Award. Talk about that.
Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you for inviting me. It's really a great honor to be here. 5 years ago, when I came to Poway Unified, I was really inspired by the mission and vision of the district and the support of the innovation technology of district. So we are able to open up a Mandarin FLEX program, which is called Foreign Language in Elementary School, focus on Mandarin language. We are able to provide, expose our students with music, dance, abacus, calligraphy, painting, drawing, all kinds of cultural elements into teaching.
So Julie, how old are the students when they start the FLEX program?
The FLEX program started to all the students in the school from TK to 5th grade. And then 2 years later, after it launched FLEX, we started the immersion program, which is another fabulous program on campus. 50% of the school time students were taught in Mandarin language, and the other 50% students were taught in English.
So Julie, how important is it to learn not just the language, but also the culture?
Oh, it's very important. What's more important or inspiring over the years, I discovered, is that this focus on one language triggers students' interest in multiple languages. As you know, we're in a very diverse cultural environment, and students, after learning one language, one culture, they appreciate more about own ethnic backgrounds, appreciate their own culture. So this year, instead of doing the signature Adobe Bluffs Elementary School Lunar New Year celebration, we're going to do a World Culture Month. So we'll encourage students to bring up their stories, their language, their culture to present to the whole school and the community.
And what month will that be?
It's going to be in February 2022.
That's fantastic. Well, Julie Lee, congratulations to you, a teacher special assignment at Adobe Bluffs Elementary, and to you and your colleagues for winning the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Impact Award. We hope you enjoy the program.
Thank you very much.
Sarah Hanscom, you are the Education Director for the USS Midway Museum, a longtime sponsor of Classroom of the Future Foundation. So good to see you, and thank you so much for your longtime support.
Oh, we love it at Midway. Classroom of the Future is the future, and that's what we want to support.
And I remember when you folks were first getting launched, so to speak, we were with you when we did the education classroom, literally,
Yes.
on the Midway. It was Midway U. Talk about the USS Midway Museum's longtime sponsorship of the Avid High Tech Achievement Awards.
It's very important because it means the future. Midway has always had young people aboard. If you think when it was an active carrier, the average age was between 19 and 20. Many of the kids that we're giving these awards to are not that much younger, and will soon be 19 and 20, and will be going on to bright futures. And Midway channeled lots of different careers. The Avid High Tech Achievement Award will do the same. It will launch these kids into the future.
Shout out to Admiral McLaughlin. Mac has been a great supporter of the Classroom of the Future. We started Midway U with you folks many years ago. And if you think about it, the technology that was on the Midway back in its day was top shelf and continues to be so when you run these unbelievable tours and have all the folks that come through the Midway.
That is true. In fact, without the Classroom of the Future support, our Midways wouldn't be the future classrooms that they are right now. Many of the materials that Classroom of the Future recommended we're still using, and I know we'll be coming back to you soon because it's time to revamp everything again. What we also have been working on is a wonderful curriculum with Classroom of the Future and a number of other organizations, but it's spearheaded by Classroom of the Future, is the Blue Economy. And if you think about that and San Diego, it's a win-win situation.
Well, Sarah Hanscom, thank you so much for the USS Midway Museum's longtime support of Classroom of the Future Foundation, and we know you'll enjoy the program again.
We will, and we salute you and all the students.
So Rob Milstead from Promethean, so good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Drew.
Thank you so much. Promethean's just been a great longtime sponsor of the Classroom of the Future Foundation, and you've been there to celebrate those wonderful Innovation Education Awards. Talk about how important that is for your company.
Yeah, it's been a real privilege for Promethean to be involved with Classroom for the Future. We're an education company specializing in technology, so we look at what Classroom for the Future is doing, and it's just a great fit, and we're happy to be part of it.
Yeah, it's nice when the core meet together, and of course with you folks and innovation, always changing, always something new to learn in that aspect of it. And I know with your product that really ties into it. You've been to this event for quite a while, I know. And so tell me, what's the most favorite part? Do you just love seeing those students and the products they've come up with?
Yeah, most of all, right? Seeing the students, seeing the excitement in their faces.
On behalf of the Classroom of the Future Foundation, we want to thank you once again for being a great sponsor. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for having us. Many years to come.
Absolutely, and we look forward to seeing you in the program.
Thank you.
We're with Dr. Paul Gothold. He's the Superintendent of the San Diego County Office of Education. How are you doing, Dr. Gothold?
I'm doing great. Great to be here.
First of all, thank you so much for your great support of the Classroom of the Future Foundation as a board member. But what's job one, always been with you since the day you got here, is we need to sit there and make sure that we are impacting all 500,000 plus students. Talk about that.
Well, I think that education provides a unique opportunity for us to rebuild communities, to really pay attention to our historically marginalized kids, and develop systems of practice that are good for every single child, not just some. And so the work that we do with Classroom of the Future is just about that. It's providing opportunities, it's eliminating some of those barriers, and making sure that our kids have access and opportunity to anything they want to do.
So talk to us about the County Office of Education's Innovation Center.
Yeah, we're really excited. We have a new Deputy of Innovation. We have a new center that is going to provide learning labs for our students to really get hooked on some of these opportunities that exist that are either aligned with the demand for skilled labor, getting into the entrepreneurial spirit of understanding how to identify problems either at home, their community, and developing prototypes and solutions. And just pairing that up with the federal resources and participating in countywide initiatives where they've received considerable money to build these innovation clusters, you know, from our Board of Supervisors, health, business, industry. So we're uniquely positioned to really take advantage of that and do some great work.
Wishing you and your colleagues nothing but great success in this 2021-22 school year, and I know you'll enjoy the program later tonight.
Thank you so much.
Josh Rayhout, so good to see you.
Great to see you, Drew. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. It's a great event. You've been at this event for quite a while, our annual Innovation Education Awards, and you're with SchoolsFirst Federal Credit Union. And you know, what I really like about it is the fact that you guys are always on the top of your game, wanting to support great teaching and learning and student achievement.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of our initiative in the community. You know, we go back to the credit union philosophy of people helping people, and being a credit union for school employees, we get to take that and focus it on the education community. And right now, we're here with Classrooms of the Future.
So Josh, talk about SchoolsFirst Federal Credit Union's sponsorship of our annual Innovate Award.
So it was a fantastic program when we were able to review it and hear about what we were going to be sponsoring. We're so proud of our educators for coming up with these amazing innovative programs that pass through the community and really inspire kids to keep learning and thriving.
We know you're going to enjoy the program. You've been to the program before. Have fun. And again, thank you so much for your longtime support of Classroom of the Future Foundation.
Yes, Drew, and thank you. I'm looking forward to it tonight.
Colleen Dillaway, Cox Communications, so good to see you.
It's really good to be seen, Drew. It's really nice to be here.
Want to give you a shout out. You are the 2021 Classroom of the Future Business Champion of the Year. So well deserved. What does that mean to you?
Well, thanks, Drew. First of all, what I really want to say is, you know, so Cox Communications has been a part of the community for a very long time. In fact, our founder was a former teacher. So one of our commitments really to the community is education. So that just speaks to who we are. But to be honored in this way, just to be acknowledged for the work that we're doing with our education partners is really pretty remarkable, because we know that none of us can do this alone. We really are all in a partnership together. We have been working for a very long time, the last 20 years, and really the last 18 months on digital equity, making sure people have what they need, students have what they need, families have what they need to make connections so that they can learn in a digital environment, a digital classroom. That happens a lot at home. It also happens more and more in-person learning. So, you know, the work that we're doing to make sure there's digital equity in the classroom is really, really important. But it only pales in comparison to the work that the good folks at Classroom of the Future Foundation is doing, the board, the staff, the volunteers. We know that together we can do this.
So Colleen, what does the future hold for Cox Communications?
That's the thing, Drew. If you had asked me this question 18 months ago, would I have guessed that we would be standing where we are today in the world looking the way that it does? I don't think we could have guessed it. One of the things that Cox does really well is prepare for the future in ways that we can't necessarily predict, right? So what that looks like is investing in our network. So we have invested a great deal of resources, both financially and in the people that work at the company. So those investments, as well as the investment in the community, which includes our investment in education, those are the things that we know will help future-proof our communities and the services that we offer. So I really couldn't tell you what the next 12 months will look like, much less the 6 months. But I do know that we have invested in the future so that we are future-proofed.
Well, we really appreciate it. Colleen Dillaway, we know you're going to enjoy the program that is coming up. Again, congratulations, Cox Communications winning the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation Business Champion of the Year.
Thanks so much, Drew.
You're welcome. How you doing, Gloria Rogers of North Island Credit Union?
I'm doing well, Drew. I'm very excited to be here today.
Well, listen, you folks have just been such wonderful, longtime supporters of the Classroom of the Future Foundation. Once again, the Innovation Education Awards, and you're the sponsor of the Impact Award.
That's correct. We're very excited to be able to present the award today, and I hope that everybody gets to enjoy tonight's event.
So, Gloria, how important is the credit union's focus on career pathways?
It's very important for the credit union. We have strong ties with the education community, so being able to support programs such as this and just the students of San Diego is very important for the credit union.
Right, and of course you may be seeing some of your future employees that are focused on this as well. And I know financial literacy is something that's also very important to you, is it not?
Definitely. The credit union believes in bringing the banking to the future and having them just the knowledge of banking. We do have a program called Intro to Banking. That way the students can learn about just the basics of banking and understanding the importance of it.
Yeah, and we all know that in this day and age, you know, being able to balance your checkbook, know what you have in it is critical. It's been critical for many years and even moving forward. So I wanted to thank you so much for your support personally and, of course, that of your great colleagues at North Island Credit Union. And I know you're going to look forward to a great program tonight.
Well, thank you, Drew, and thank you to the Classroom of the Future Foundation. So glad to be here.
Sarah GUHSD, congratulations on being SDQ's Innovative Teacher of the Year in the Sweetwater Union High School District.
Thank you.
Very, very good. So tell me about your experiences. You obviously love using computers.
I do. I love innovating. I love finding a way around a challenge. So I think that's what I'm bringing to the classroom, especially this year, is just, you know, if there's a challenge that we have, we can face it using tech, maybe low tech, high tech, but just that detective perspective where we can solve and get things out of the way for kids.
So Sarah, when did you get interested in computers?
Oh,
I mean, since
forever.
zero? Okay, good. All right, that's right. So you've always been an interest of yours. Teaching has always been in your DNA?
You know, that's funny. No, I did not, and don't hate me for that. But
Of course not.
I wanted to affect positive change. I wanted to write. I wanted to be creative. And so when I realized that this was sort of the combining of those things,
Sure.
that's when I realized that teaching was for me.
So how do you help students with their career pathways?
You know, that is such a great segue because my big passion is executive functions. So organizing, planning, future management, self-regulation, you know, all those things that we need in life but aren't necessarily taught. And that's a huge pathway to career readiness because you need that skill set in order to be able to demonstrate your awesomeness. And so we're infusing those executive function skills all along as we teach lessons.
Yeah, so what type of business people do you bring in to talk about career pathways?
That's an excellent idea, and I should do that a little bit more. But, you know, when we have our advisory, we bring a lot of people in and career days and things like that for the kids to just kind of experience if you can see it, you can be it. And so we really try to reach out and show them, you know, here's a pathway that's available to you. Yes, you, small 11-year-old who's just kind of new here, you know, and just kind of get those seeds planted so that it's available for them.
That's great. So on behalf of the Classroom of the Future Foundation, Sarah GUHSD, congratulations on being the SDQ Innovative Teacher of the Year. And I know you're going to enjoy the program later tonight.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, now let's meet tonight's Masters of Ceremonies. Artie Ojeda of NBC7 San Diego and Drew Schlossberg of Extra Weekly. Artie Ojeda is one of San Diego's longest tenured reporters. He is an Emmy and Golden Mike Award winner. He was raised and educated in San Diego, graduating from San Diego State, and someone that is deeply committed to education. Drew is the founder and president of Extra Weekly, a critical reading curriculum company. He served for more than 20 years as a community and public relations director for the San Diego Union-Tribune. He is a CFF advisory board member, and he is arguably one of the nation's longest podcasters, launching his Spotlight on the Community show in 2007. Now, let's welcome them to the stage with a big round of applause.
How's everyone doing? Good. I hope my mic is on. Artie, how are you? Oh, you know what? I think Artie may have got stuck in traffic. I'm sure he'll get here in time. So it is absolutely a pleasure to have you back for our 18th annual Innovation Education Awards. And you give a round of applause to that. Thank you to my former colleagues at the Union-Tribune, up front and center over here. What'd you guys think of the red carpet walk? Good? Yes, I think that's up for some Emmy Award winning honors in that aspect of it. We had a lot of fun with it. Actually, we started that last year when we did a virtual Innovation Education Awards, and it got a lot of feedback, and someone said, we want to come back and do this red carpet again. And I got to tell you, it's going to be, by the way, we're live stream right now, just let you know, so behave yourself. Behave yourself, okay? hope I'll do the same on this. And then afterwards, we're going to have this certainly available for re-recording on this. You can see the red carpet as well. And it was amazing people's personalities that came out on this. You know, our Poway superintendent was just spectacular. We're going to get her back up on stage. Yeah, you can give yourselves a high five on that. Eddie Parks, don't be hiding over there, man. He did just a great pirouette as well, and it's a lot of fun. That's what this evening is all about on this. You know, recognizing outstanding work in our classrooms, of course, is what you're all about. And focusing on those students, you're going to get a chance to hear from Dr. Paul Gothold, the San Diego County Superintendent of Schools. And like all of you in here, just laser beamed on every single student, just like you folks here, all the superintendents and the principals and the assistant supes and so forth and the teachers are on that. And every kid can learn, every kid does learn on this. So if you don't mind, can I give you folks a round of applause for the great work you're doing? Well, as you can see, we're going to be doing a little improvisation here today, and that's what it's all about. You guys do it every single day in the classroom. You bob and you weave and so forth on this. So, you know, please take photos, have fun, yell, scream, dance, do whatever you want. Red carpet walk in your seat if you want to do all that aspect of it. It's all about great achievement and having a good time. First of all, can we give a shout out to SeaWorld? They put on an unbelievable reception every year. We're going to hear from John Dunlap in a few minutes here, the president of SeaWorld, but the reason why we love coming back to this is that they treat us so well, they treat you so well, and so well deserved, and so we're so thrilled with this. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the stage. She's the true leader of the Classroom of the Future Foundation, unquestionably the heart and soul of the organization. Would you please give it up for, you're going to recognize this last name, for Jane Schlosberg, the Director of Development and Operations.
I was going to say thank you, Artie, but he's not here. I'm sure he's stuck in traffic, right? He's on his way. It's wonderful to be here with all of you tonight at SeaWorld. Thank you for supporting Classroom of the Future Foundation. It's great to be back at SeaWorld. Can we have a round of applause for the generous host, SeaWorld San Diego? I think we've already done it, but tonight we will honor cutting-edge classroom programs, champions of educational innovation, and a group of exceptional students pursuing STEM degrees, students that are models for hard work and determination. Nobody has a longer tenure with CFF than Drew Schlosberg. So we have the history of the Innovation Education Awards through Drew. Thank you so much, Drew.
Yeah, my pleasure. Congratulations again to Jane. She's done really a great job. You know, what's funny about this, all you folks know, I think the word that was used more than any during this pandemic year and a half, and I guess we're still in it to some extent, was pivot. We knew that very well. You guys knew that very well. Right. And really a lot of credit to the CFF Board of Directors. We're going to bring up the board chair in a few minutes here. And the past chair, Nancy Rowland from National University, and a bunch of our board members are here that just really stepped up to the plate. We're very proud of this. We were able to continue all the great work CFF has done, ending the year with the strongest fiscal year we've ever had. So let's give a round of applause to Jane and the board as well.
Thank you so much.
More than $700,000 in high-tech achievement scholarships have been given out to these remarkable students. You're going to meet some of them tonight. $500,000 in innovation and education awards. $1 million going to some very, very cool programs. And none of this could have been happened without you folks who certainly have come here tonight and are great sponsors. And I mean this, I say this quite a bit of it's very heartfelt. I know Jane feels the same way. You had many choices tonight. You guys are busy, you're swamped, you got a billion things going on. You joined us. You joined us to celebrate this great work of these students and these teachers. And for that, let me give you a heartfelt round of applause. Now, it is my pleasure to bring up to the stage, she is the chair of the Classroom of the Future Foundation Board of Directors, Kelley Owens. She's a partner in the Fagan, Friedman, and Fulfrost F3 law firm, specializing in very, very cool education law, among other things. She's a highly sought-after speaker in terms of leading authorities on redevelopment issues and so forth. She's helped a number of school districts secure and implement various financing for funding programs and grants for innovative education technology. Kelley, I lied. I said I wouldn't say this, but I will. I know you're a great supporter of that other school in LA, the USC Trojans, as is our friend Paul Gothold, and that is okay. Let's give a round of applause to Kelley Owens.
Thank you, Drew. Well, at least you have a coach, so there's that. As Drew and Jane mentioned, tonight we honor cutting-edge classroom programs, champions of educational innovation, and a group of exceptional students. What do all of our award-winning classroom programs and educators have in common? Well, they are fearless in trying something new, embracing failure as part of the learning process, and taking risks to deliver better outcomes for our students. They are helping students identify their strengths, interests, and values so early so that they are better positioned for college and career. And they are engaging in highly relevant curriculum, which has set the stage for more rigor and the development of essential skills. Since it was founded in 1997, CFF has worked to identify innovative programs and scale up these programs to prepare even more students for the industries of tomorrow. As we implement our strategic plan, CFF is making great progress towards our goals to inspire, innovate, and achieve. In support of our belief about equity and equality, we are committed to expanding college and career pathways opportunities for all students in our county, and advancing innovation in our classrooms. Over the past year, CFF has established many, many new partnerships and worked with the San Diego County Office of Education to provide resources at SDCOE's new Linda Vista Innovation Center. I'm really excited about this, which you will hear more about later this evening from Dr. Tony Smith, Deputy Superintendent of Innovation. During the 2020-21 school year, CFF provided more than $600,000 in grants to help students in underserved San Diego communities to get resources to close that digital divide and improve their ability to participate in distance learning. Finally, since CFF's inception, the San Diego educational community has benefited from approximately $3 million in CFF program services, instructional programs, college and career initiatives, scholarships, and grants. We will continue to lead our region in connecting business and educational leaders, matching the needs of our K-12 classrooms with the resources of our community. There is much more work to be done to deliver greater success and access and opportunity to our students. But I pledge to you, along with the rest of the board, CFF is by your side in carrying the momentum forward after tonight's event and beyond. Now I'd like to personally thank all of our wonderful volunteers, the Classroom of the Future Board of Directors, and our advisory board members. Can we please give them a round of applause for their support? And finally, I'd like to thank Jane Schlosberg for her exceptional leadership of the organization. During countless challenges, and you heard that word, countless pivots she faced during the past 18 months. And I'd just like to say, seeing Jane in her role from the time I started on the board has always been incredible. But so much of what Jane does often goes unseen and behind the scenes, and that is the true value of any key member of an organization. And Jane does that with so much grace and humility, She's just fantastic. So congratulations to Jane, and actually on her new title of Director of Development and Operations for CFF, effective this month. So congratulations to Jane. Before we meet some of our scholarship winners, I would like to just take a moment to recognize some business and community leaders that are supporters of the Classroom of the Future Foundation's mission, San Diego County educators and students throughout the county. First, I'd actually like to recognize a longtime CFF supporter, Mark Provo, who tragically passed away last weekend. Yeah, Mark was a friend to many of us at CFF and generous as a sponsor when he was with CDWG and Lenovo by providing support and funding our initiatives, and by donating his time, his valuable time on our committees. In honor of Mark Provo and all of those that we have lost in our educational community this past year, I'd like to humbly ask for a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight's festivities would not have been possible without the support of our very generous sponsors, companies that are deeply committed to the success of our San Diego County students and educators. At this time, please turn your attention to the screen to see all of tonight's sponsors. Let's give them a big round of applause. I love that every year that screen gets more and more full, so thank you very much. Now, there are a few more partners that I would like to mention by name. These premier sponsors are companies and organizations that are true friends of CFF and have gone above and beyond to support our mission. With that said, I'd like to recognize each of these sponsors by name and invite them on stage to accept a small token of our appreciation. From North Island Credit Union, Gloria Rogers, Vice President, School and Community Development. Yeah. From Cox Communications, Colleen Dillaway, Director of Public Affairs. From San Diego, From San Diego Gas and Electric, Pedro Villegas, Director of Community Relations. Yeah. Drew is accepting that on his behalf. From Jack in the Box, Mark Madden, Franchise Business Consultant. And from SeaWorld, John Dunlap, President. Thank you, John. From the USS Midway Museum, Sarah Hanscom, Director of Education. Thank you, Sarah. And from the San Diego County Office of Education, Al Love, Senior Director, College and Career Readiness.
Let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. John, thank you so much. Mark? Thanks, Colleen. You'll see Colleen about 14 more times on stage. And Gloria, that's great. All right, so who do we have coming up right now? Let's see here, take a look at our teleprompter. And again, CFF has just absolutely been thrilled to go ahead and be at this event. Every year it seems to be, they step it up. The hors d'oeuvres are great. Nice little hosted bar, treating us well. Park is pretty cool as it is as well. And they just have always been about education. And I'm going to date myself now. How many people here, Malin, I think you may remember this group, called Harcourt Brace Jovanovich. Do you folks remember that? Absolutely. Publishing company that used to own SeaWorld many, many years ago. And so they've always been involved in education. And, supporting what we do to focus on those great teachers, those great students, the wonderful board members that come out here and superintendents is literally in their DNA. So it is absolutely my pleasure to welcome back to the stage. He is the president of SeaWorld San Diego. Could you give it up for John Dunlap?
First, let me tell you what an honor and a privilege it is for me to be here today for the Classroom of the Future's 18th Annual Innovation in Education Awards. I'm John Dunlap, Park President of SeaWorld and Aquatica, soon to be Sesame Place. Of all of the awards events in San Diego, this event has special meaning to me. You see, I'm the son of two lifelong educators. My father was an advanced math teacher, middle school principal, and assistant superintendent of schools in my hometown of Annapolis, Maryland. My mother founded and led Upgrade Educational Centers, a tutoring school focused on helping students with learning disabilities, vocational rehabilitation, and college preparation. Growing up the son of educators, I learned firsthand the value of lifelong learning, and that's why the education of tomorrow's youth is at the core of my very own value system. As I look across the room today, I see local leaders, educators, and students sitting shoulder to shoulder, and I'm reminded why I love being a member of this community above all others. You see, San Diegans understand the importance of education and building up our youth to create a better tomorrow. San Diegans understand that we cannot rest on the accomplishments of yesterday, but instead need to be pioneers of tomorrow. San Diegans step forward and serve their communities instead of sitting back and waiting for their communities to serve them. Which brings me to SeaWorld. In addition to our role as one of San Diego's most popular tourism attractions, did you know that education is at the center of our mission as a company? Our school field trip program is designed for students and teachers to visit our parks as an open-air classroom where students can learn firsthand about marine life through visits to our animal exhibits, aquariums, and presentations. As part of this self-guided program, teachers are provided with online curriculum which contains activities and information that meets California's science standards for the classroom. Another popular program is our Ocean Link Lab, conducted in partnership with San Diego Unified School District. Designed for middle school students, this partnership allows middle school classes selected by the district to visit SeaWorld and learn about career opportunities, as well as our conservation and rescue efforts to help protect this beautiful environment. And my personal favorite, as well as the program of choice for my 3 children, is our single night and multi-night sleepover programs for schools and groups who get to sleep at SeaWorld in our 72-bed dormitory. Which leads me back to the Classroom of the Future and each of the honorees here today who strive to create innovative learning environments which inspire students to help prepare them to thrive in this competitive global society. To each of you, continue to inspire, innovate, achieve, and impact your community in whatever way you can. While we are recognizing a selected few tonight, know that you are all contributing to a better, brighter San Diego, thanks to all that you have done, you are doing, and you will do to make the children of San Diego ready for the road ahead. And with that, I thank you for having me tonight. Thank you for your passion for education. You are all a true inspiration.
So let's give a round of applause to John Dunlap, of SeaWorld. So the Classroom of the Future Foundation, as you know, has been committed to personalizing learning experiences for students and to expand on, their career pathways. We're all about career pathways, and heaven forbid we actually let the students choose what they want to do, right? And they follow those paths. We all know when we do that. We got, Ben sitting in the front row here, the iconic superintendent of Carlsbad Unified School District. You know what? It's the only guy that blushes behind a mask. So over here, he's a good soul. But all of you folks in these wonderful 42 school districts, 43, Paul always reminds me, the county office is a 43rd school district, of course. All about the students, all about what their interests are and their passion. And we all know this. We certainly know that when we're motivated to do something, we tend to, step it up a little bit. That's why we're here tonight, and that's why you folks are being honored. And I'll tell you who exemplifies this just as well as anybody is our friends from Cox Communications. This will be the second of her many appearances here on tonight, and she's really a delight. Many of you folks have worked with her because of the great outreach that Cox Communications has done in those 42, 43 school districts and abroad. Would you please welcome to the stage my friend, my colleague, Colleen Dillaway, Director of Public Affairs from Cox Communications. Colleen is right behind me.
Well, good evening. On behalf of all of us at Cox Communications, congratulations to tonight's honorees here at the 18th Annual Innovation in Education Awards. Cox has a long-standing commitment to education. Our company was founded, and you may not know this, by a teacher who recognized that education was the key to a promising future. We're happy to be a long-standing partner of Classroom of the Future Foundation and tonight's welcome reception sponsor. Cox will keep supporting our partners in education through low-income broadband programs like Connect to Compete, grants, and volunteerism, because there is no limit to what students can do when they have what they need in order to compete and to stay connected to the things that help them thrive. There is no doubt that isolation has had an impact on kids in the coronavirus era. For more than a year, virtual learning was a focus for school systems, while extracurriculars and non-essential activities left many kids without a vital outlet for social connection. Recently, we partnered with a drama class whose school play was jeopardized by the inability to gather face-to-face. We all know what that feels like, right? When COVID took this school's stage away, we used technology to give it back to them. We helped them pull off the performance of a lifetime from the safety of their own homes. And now, let's take a quick peek at some of that work.
Good morning, students! Professor Ramona and I are going to be working on fractions today.
Oh! Encuentra el país.
Down, Campbell-Sheep!
Excuse me.
Teachers are doing whatever it takes to connect with their students.
202.
And Cox is too, by connecting over 25,000 eligible students in need with free internet.
Who wants to see it again?
Don't worry, Gracie. The curtain only goes up when everyone has a part to play. Whoa, okay, I gotcha. Uh-oh, whoa, watch out for those audio cables. I'm gonna be sick. To the left! I am not going out there without Gracie. Neither am I. A little help? No pressure.
Cox is powered by innovation, and innovation is powered by education. We know that we are all in this together, so congratulations to all of tonight's honorees, staff, educators, and students. And I'm going to bring Drew back up here because I know you miss him.
Another round of applause for Colleen Dillaway. And I think this is going to probably make my ITV folks a little crazy, but that podium looks a little, shy and a little bit. I'm going to go over that podium for a second. Is that all right? Do you mind if I do that? I already have my thing over here. Okay, where are we here? Oh, this is a cool thing. We get to introduce the AVID High-Tech Achievement Scholarships. These students have just excelled in so many different ways. If you're not familiar with the AVID program, I know you educators are. It is the leading college prep program, if I do say so myself, in the country. It was founded here in San Diego. Mary Catherine Swanson's Claremont High School class in 1980. I was honored to be on the board for about 9 years. And the students that go through AVID are just absolutely spectacular. They come from some challenging backgrounds. And then when you hear that, oh yeah, I have a 4.59 and I'm going to be going to Brown University majoring in pre-med, it's just phenomenal. And so we've been very, very fortunate to go ahead and support AVID. AVID has been able to support us as well. They've completed hundreds of community service and volunteer hours. They're going to be our future leaders. They already are our future leaders in many different ways. And this group here has been supported by our friends at the USS Midway Museum for many years. And by a round of applause, how many of you folks have been on the USS Midway Museum? Right, because I'm not so sure if there's anyone that hasn't been on that place. The Classroom of the Future Foundation, when the Midway launched, so to speak, became a close partner. We started Midway U many, many, many years ago on the Midway, and it continues, do a lot of STEM programs as well. They've been a huge partner with us at the Classroom of the Future and with AVID, and to help present these awards, I'd like to call on the stage the awards sponsor, and that is Sarah Hanscom. She is the Director of Education of the USS Midway Museum. Sarah?
Hi, everybody. What an exciting night. We've been going to these awards now, and we've been working with Classroom of the Future for 15 years, and it's been a wild ride. I'll show my age. It's been the e-ticket ride, if anyone remembers what that's like way back when. I just wanted to read the mission of the USS Midway. The USS Midway's mission statement reads, preserve the historic USS Midway and the legacy of those who serve, inspire and educate future generations, and entertain our museum guests. Classroom of the Future, for over 15 years, has been the perfect partner in helping us fulfill our educational mission, especially with the AVID High-Tech Achievement Scholarships. We wish these students great success. We know they're going to be wonderful leaders in our community, and we look forward to their academic achievements. On that note, I'm going to turn it over to Drew, and we're going to call out our scholars.
Yeah, we're going to try something different today, because one of the feedback we've been, why don't you get more students on the stage? I think that's a doggone good idea. One year we had the co-host. Yeah, you can round of applause for our students coming on stage, absolutely. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have each one of these scholars, they're going to come up, they're going to introduce themselves, they're going to say what high school they went to, they're going to say what college they are going to and what they are majoring in, and then Sarah will join them right on stage over here. Hopefully we'll have some certificates for them. If not, we'll get a hearty handshake from them. You can step up in the middle where those, what are those, leaves over there? That'd be great. So, does that sound like a plan? Here we go. And we're going to start with Alexa Angeles. Alexa, can you come out and introduce yourself? There she is. A round of applause.
Hello. Right here?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Alexa. Well, I don't know what to say. Okay. Okay, this is a little nerve-wracking. Okay. Okay, I'm good now. Okay. No, I thought I was good. Okay, I go to UCSD. I'm majoring in human bio, so like if you go to UCSD, catch me up there. I'm at ERC. Yeah, I like to explore. Thank you.
Very, very good. And Alexa, what high school did you go to? San Marcos High. All right, in the North County over here. All right, our next Midway AVID scholar is Omarai Muhammad. Come on up and say a few words, please. Round of applause, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Humaira Mohammed, and I went to Crawford High School. and now I'm going to UC San Diego. My major is general biology. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, Sandra, it's your turn. Come up to the podium. If Sandra is not here, we'll go to our next. I know Min is here, so Min, come up to the podium.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you all. My name is Min Don. I recently graduated from Kearney High School as salutatorian. I am currently attending UC San Diego, and I'm majoring in public health.
Very nice. Now, anyone who's done awards program, as you know, sometimes you got to bob and weave a lot and all that business. Sometimes people say, I can't make it, then they come and show up. Do we have any more of the avid scholars out there that want to be recognized? Oh, here we go. Nice and loud, your name?
Hello, my name is Sarai Guadarrama. I graduated from the Opero Charter School, and I am attending San Diego State, and my major right now is nursing.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we had a Todd Gutschow Memorial Scholarship goes to an extraordinary avid senior. Todd was on the board of AVID for many years, also served on the board of Classroom of the Future Foundation and USD Souls. As a matter of fact, Malin Burnham, our honoree tonight, is going to get the Todd Gutschow Award. But I believe one of the awardees was able to do a Zoom introduction, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Jose Venegas, and if we can run the video, that would be terrific.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jose Arturo Venegas. I previously attended El Camino High School, and I'm currently attending Syracuse University. Go Orange. I'm currently pursuing a dual degree program in civil engineering and energy and its impacts.
Round of applause, and let's give a round of applause to Sarah and all of them, and you can walk off stage. Thank you so much. Anyway.
One more.
Is there another one?
One more.
All right, come on up over here. What do I know? Nice and loud.
Yeah, thank you for reminding him. My name is Yesenia Lara. I recently graduated from Monte Vista High School, and I'm going to UCLA this year as a psychobiology major.
All right. Are there any more hiding back there that I'm not aware of? Now, these could have been some of the Jack in the Box ones, too. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you so much. Get nice certificates as well. I think I'm going to stay on this side of the stage if that's okay. This group has been a huge sponsor of ours for many, many years, Jack in the Box. They continue to step up to the plate. They also are involved with high-tech academic achievement scholarships. If you could please welcome to the stage Mark Madden, franchise business consultant at Jack in the Box. Mark?
Thank you, Drew. Jack in the Box is a proud sponsor of Classroom of the Future. Classroom of the Future aligns very well with Jack in the Box Foundation, which is there to support at-risk youth and children. So we're happy to support the high-tech academic achievement scholars, and we certainly want to congratulate all the winners of this evening's festivities. So now it's time to announce those winners. I'm not sure if they already came up, but I'm going to hand it over to you, Drew.
Are we showing a video? Do we have any video of Jack in the Box? Not this year. All right, we're putting Mark on the spot over here. All right, so if we have a Jack in the Box scholar back there, I think some of many of you even come up during the Midway. Are there any Jack in the Box scholars want to step up to the podium? Anyone? Anyone in the front row want to come up to the podium? Well, let's give them all a round of applause as it is. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Now, Nancy Stabb Foundation has been involved with us for many, many years. Unfortunately, their scholars could not be with us today, but Nancy Stabb has been just a great supporter of the Classroom of the Future Foundation. I'd like to see if their names are on the screen. Do we have that slide? And if we don't, I'll read them off right now. There we go. Zamira Cortez, she attended San Ysidro High School and is studying at UC Berkeley. Give her a round of applause. Yes, thank you. Mara Duran Wache, she attended San Pasqual High School and is attending the U.S. Naval Academy. Round of applause. And Esteban Leva, he attended Sweetwater High School and is, and Tony, you're gonna love this, and is studying at the University of California, Berkeley. There we go. Let's give a round of applause to all 15 of our scholarship winners, avid. Okay, now it's a pleasure to bring up to the stage is Dr. Tony Smith. And Tony, you can come up to the stage over here, that's all right. He is a former star football player at UC Berkeley, played for the Green Bay Packers. We won't ask him what happened in that first Packer game this year. That would not be fair. But Tony is new to San Diego County Office of Education. He is the Deputy Superintendent in charge of innovation. And we're really excited about it, that you know, and really thanks to Dr. Gothold, CFF, which has been considered an extension of the county office for many years. It's just going to be laser beam working with this wonderful group. We got Al Kidd, we got Margie Droiter in the audience, we got Jewel, I got too many to name over here. And Tony's going to be leading this effort. I was honored to be part of a contingent that went over to Pittsburgh and met with him and some of his team and looking at some innovative stuff. So we're honored, we're lucky to have him. Let's give a round of applause to Dr. Tony Smith.
Thank you, Drew. So we're going to start with innovation and continue to innovate. And I think we skipped a section. So I think we're going to have Dr. Gothold go, but then we're going to come up and actually talk about the Innovation Lab in a bit.
Okay, well, you know, I think we're going to do you first, then we'll bring up Paul. How's that sound?
I love it. Okay, so we'll do that. So the piece I was going to do is actually talk first about the work of San Diego County Office of Education and really the goals that have been laid out by the county. And it's part of what I'm excited about joining, that we have this deep belief that innovation really needs to be at the core of everything that we do. And you know, the board leadership has made a commitment to personal responsibility and really framing the idea that equity, or this notion of justice, that every kid getting what they deserve and what they need, is how we're going to be successful. So as educators, creating conditions in your classrooms, these awards honoring the work that you've done is really special, right? But the next piece for us, this notion of innovation, is that we would eliminate bias and create opportunity. Really have this notion of universal design, that Yahoo! Right? So, I mean, people say, oh, universal design, what is that? So if you think about a curb cut, anybody heard of, you know, you walk down the street, you come to the corner and there's the curb cut? So the curb cut design mentality is that it was specifically for people who advocated special needs community in wheelchairs, like dangerous, that they said, we need to be able to move with ease and safely. Well, it's turned out to be much better for everybody, right? Anybody know how the electric toothbrush got created or why it was created? Actually, people with motor difficulty and disfigurement in their teeth. And it's turned out to be something beneficial for everyone. So if you eliminate bias and create opportunity, you have a chance to transform conditions for everyone. Eleanor Roosevelt talked about when everybody does better, right? And the conditions of belonging and becoming what's necessary for the county resides with our kids. And so in the Innovation Learning Lab that we're creating, it's really about problem solving. So we're going to create conditions for kids to learn and take on different ways of career pathways, but it's also first, foremost, and always, what problem are you trying to solve? What are you passionate about? What are you committed to? And then this guiding question, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Like, what do you rely on? What principles do you come back to? And preparing young people to solve those kinds of problems for our future, that's what needs to be at the heart of innovation. That's what needs to be at the heart of our community. And so the innovation team at the San Diego County Office of Education is really committed to that kind of work and supporting all districts to connect deeply with children, and in particular, the kids and families who've been least well served, most harmed, most marginalized, need the most attention. And through innovation, thank you, but in that way, taking a universal design approach, we believe that San Diego County can in fact be one of the guiding places for this country to both heal and lead for a much more whole and deep belonging sense of education. So we have a bigger notion than just academic performance, but whole child health and well-being is what we're committed to. So that's at the heart of the Innovation Division. That's who we are. Feel very fortunate to join this team at this time. Incredible board member leadership. Ms. Gonzalez, thank you for your leadership. So we're in a place to basically step up and step out and say that we need to create new conditions for every child to succeed and thrive. So thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, you know, before you leave, Tony, and you saw a couple of the slides from the Innovation Center, and really it's going to be very cool when this thing is in full throttle. It's in Linda Vista, obviously on Comstock Road. You saw a couple of the innovation labs on this. We're working shoulder to shoulder with Tony's group on this. And I think once this thing really starts to open up, it's going to be, quite exciting. I think it's going to be the pride of San Diego County when it gets all going. And I know you're really excited about this, Tony.
Well, absolutely. And so the chance to have a place where people can come, experience being welcomed, experience a sense of belonging. We're talking about having the experiences that young people have that they can take with them. Very much kind of like a personalized experience and things that they're interested in and passionate about. It's not a one-time opportunity, but basically a way of connecting and getting them started. And we wanted to think about something that we could do for the county that is difficult to do in every district and be a place to support teachers and staff, really, and all kids and families. So looking forward to what we're going to build out and looking forward to the partnerships that we're going to build in the room.
Okay, another round of applause to Dr. Tony
Thank
Smith.
you very much.
Thanks so much, Tony. Now it's my pleasure to introduce, and I really do mean this, he's been a close friend and he's been a great colleague. Many of you folks have met him. He's got this infectious laugh. He's just loves to laugh, loves to have a good time, is very serious about making sure all 500,000 of our San Diego County students are getting the best of they can, and thanks to you folks, they are. So it is my pleasure to welcome up to the stage Dr. Paul Gothold. He is the San Diego County Superintendent of Schools, and he is going to introduce our winner of the Todd Gutschow Visionary and Outstanding Leadership Award. Paul?
Thank you so much, Drew. First and foremost, it's so great to see you in person, but especially our students. Can we get another round of applause for our outstanding student scholars? It's great to see you. And I'm glad you had an opportunity to meet Dr. Tony Smith. What an honor and privilege to welcome him tonight to our team and to this county. Extraordinary talent. He's going to make us that much better. Tony, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for being here, and the rest of our cabinet are here today as well. I'd like to recognize them also. So thank you. And amazing, we are in our third school year of disruption. Think about that for a second. This is our third year. And, in order to make education what it is, in order for you to do the things that you do, we need supportive leadership and the support of our elected officials. And I do want to take a moment to ask our district board members, our county board member, to stand and be recognized for a mostly thankless job. We appreciate you. We appreciate your leadership, and it has not been easy to lead in these times. Would you please stand up and be recognized by everyone? All of our board members. Thank you for everything you do. I especially want to call out our board president, Guadalupe Gonzalez, and everything that Dr. Smith was talking about when it comes to equity, when it talks to every single child, when we talk about innovation, those are the priorities of our office, and the intersection of the two being that important. We're not able to do what we do without your support, so thank you, Lupe. I appreciate and love the fact that people are starting to recognize our office as the 43rd District, because for a long time, I had to tell people we don't just support our 42 districts, 170 charter schools. We have students. The Monarch School, San Pasqual, our community schools, pregnant and parent teen, kids coming out of the camps and halls. We have schools ourselves. We love our kids, and our kids are capable of doing so much. And to see not only our office support our schools, but be recognized as one of the recipients tonight, I'm just so proud of seeing the inside-out job that our team has done in the innovation department to work with our Monarch students, our homeless students, and do some extraordinary things. So thank you, and congratulations on this tonight. Job hasn't been easy for superintendents also, any school official for that matter. I do want to thank my colleagues who are here today, and especially Dr. LeAngela Brady for being the Superintendent of the Year, my colleague and friend. Dr. LeAngela, congratulations. Very well deserved. As we move forward with the program, I want to take a moment to talk about our Todd Gutschow Outstanding Leadership Award. I have the great pleasure this evening to announce the Classroom of the Future's highest award to the individual. The award was renamed by the Classroom of the Future Board of Directors to recognize the legacy of Todd Gutschow, the first recipient of the Visionary and Outstanding Leadership Award. The Todd W. Gutschow Visionary and Outstanding Leadership Award goes to the individual that has exemplified the mission, the Classroom of the Future, and embodies Todd's qualities of leadership, selflessness, and humility. This award recognizes an individual lifelong commitment to improving education in San Diego schools and bringing innovation to our community. I am excited to announce that the Classroom of the Future Foundation Board of Directors has selected Malin Burnham as the 2021 Todd W. Gutschow Visionary and Outstanding Leadership Award. Malin is president of the Burnham Foundation, a longtime CFF advisory board member, and venerable community icon. Please join me in welcoming Malin Burnham to the stage. He thinks I'm done. Many people know of Malin's many community exploits, such as his critical leadership role in bringing the USS Midway Museum to the San Diego Bayfront. But I bet you did not know that Malin is both the youngest World Star Class sailing champion. He won the World Championship in 1945 at the age of 17. And he's also the oldest. He recently was part of a crew that won the regatta in the Bay Area. Many of you also know about his contributions to the medical research arena, but I bet you did not know that Malin first went into business at age 7. His second grade classmate, Jim Weissler, mowing lawns in their Loma Portal neighborhood for 25 cents a lawn. They worked as fast as they could to do as many lawns as they could over the weekends as any budding 7-year-old entrepreneur would. That was the beginning of a friendship that lasted a lifetime. And just recently, he established the Burnham Center for Community Advancement to be headquartered at UCSD's new downtown San Diego Center. And finally, as many of you probably know, he is well known for his motto, community before self. Malin, I am so honored and privileged to present this award on behalf of our Board of Education, the board of the CFF Foundation. Congratulations and well deserved. Thank you.
And thank you, Drew, as well, and all of your cohorts. I'm overtaken here a little bit, but let me say that I have worked with the Classroom of the Future since it started. It's one of a kind in this country, as far as I know, and as far as what they're doing, at least. But I'm kind of a different person. I spend 95% of my life in the last 15 years thinking about tomorrow, a year from tomorrow, or maybe even 10 years from tomorrow. That's what interests me. And so what I want to talk about here tonight, this is similar to what you're teaching your children. By the way, I went through, I'm a public school brat. My grammar school, elementary school was the Loma Portal Elementary School, and then Point Loma High School. How about one of those? But I like, and I think it's very, very important that all education is important. Not just public, not just private, not just this, not that, whatever it is. So that's what I try to promote, and really thinking about the future. I made some notes here that I want to make sure that I cover. Innovation, of course, is part of the title of this organization. It is the future. Having said that, you might be surprised when I tell you that even though I'm spending 95% of my thought of the future, I've never owned a cell phone and do not know how to turn on a computer. Now, I'm not against it, but I'm a team player. And I have associates and team members and so on and so forth that can help me. But I can better spend my time, my brain, thinking about the future. And that's really what I do. And I enjoy it. And I've been thinking about this organization and its future. And what I want to tell you, and I'm not suggesting that this organization take leadership or anything else, but you are helping to educate and graduate students from high school. Where are they going to go? I guess we want to get them to go to college. Well, colleges and universities don't have enough capacity today to take care of all of these graduates. So what should we do? Well, I propose starting about 18 months ago, and it's not my full-time job, but I've never heard anybody be negative about what I'm going to tell you. But again, nobody is taking leadership. I'm not suggesting that this organization should take leadership, but they can certainly get behind it and have more influence in the education world of this country than I do. So here's what I'm suggesting. When you think of college education, today we can educate students with many more assets, Google and Khan Academy and computers and Zoom, compared to 30 years ago in college, is what I'm trying to compare today with 30 years ago in college. So, I am absolutely convinced that we can educate students today in 3 years of college equally to what they had 30 years ago with 4 years of college. So why don't we do it? Here are the two big advantages. Number one, we can educate 1/3 more students without any increase in facilities or teachers or money or anything else. 1/3 more without building any more or hiring any more. And secondly, the students getting a diploma in college save 25% of the cost of college. I mean, to me, it's asinine that we don't get up and do something about it. And that's my message tonight. And I'm happy to take any questions if anybody. No, really. I didn't come here to make a speech, but I only thought about this yesterday afternoon when I was thinking about tonight and what's happened to this organization and the great work they do. This organization has influence. You need to place your students in universities. And here's an idea that will help you do that. Now, I've talked to Stanford, I've talked to ASU, I've talked to different schools, heads, the presidents of these schools, and not one person has said that's a bad idea. But nobody has been willing so far to pick up the effort and go do it. And to me, it's going to help this organization. It's going to help all of America. And so that's why I'm a little interested in sharing this idea, and hopefully leadership will come and take it and run with it. Thank you. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Malin. Thank you for your leadership and everything you've done for this community and county. Thanks to our teachers, our schools, and all of the award recipients tonight. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Big round of applause for Dr. Paul Gothold and Malin Burnham. It is now our pleasure to bring up the first of our 4 classroom awards this afternoon, and that is, or evening, I said, probably an evening by now. It's the INNOVATE Award. The INNOVATE Award is presented to the classroom program that is not only creative and unique, but one that also enhances student learning. The award specifically focuses on the uniqueness of the program actions that promotes teacher innovation, increases student interest, and drives performance and/or achievement. Excited to share that the 2021 Classroom of the Future Foundation INNOVATE Award winner is, roll call and a little bit of a drum roll, please. GUHSD, Growing Readers Through Gamification Summer Reading Program from the Grossmont Union High School District. What an august group over here. The Growing Readers Through Gamification Summer Reading Program was created when GUHSD teacher librarians collaborated to create a completely online, gamified, interactive summer reading program open to all students, teachers, and staff members across their district. Round of applause. Yes, absolutely. At a time when people were physically disconnected and everything was just so uncertain in some ways, it might be a little bit that way continuing, they found a way to build a community around the literacy and learning in a fun, creative, and wholly new way. The reading program was designed to allow participants to choose their learning path with a variety of quests to choose from. Participants engaged in self-directed exploration of reading. As they completed their quest of their choice, they not only interacted with teacher, librarian, moderators, they also earned experience points gold, and which allowed them to earn badges and level up. With their awards, students were able to buy books, including items donated from Barnes & Noble in Grossmont Center. We'd like to share a video with you about this amazing program, but before I do so, I'd like to welcome to the stage Carol Chaney, School and Community Relations, for the award sponsor, and that is SchoolsFirst Federal Credit Union. Carol? Are you? Do you want to? Are we going to play the video? What do you think? Well, let's play the video, and then we're going to hear a few words from Carol.
During the bleakest days of COVID-19, teacher librarians at Grossmont Union High School District met often on Zoom, pursuing a long-time dream.
A district-wide reading program that was available to everybody in the district.
So this is the home page.
Students like Mackenzie Smith signed up for the online Growing Readers Summer Reading Program
Are you ready?
Which district librarians created,
Think about yourself as a reader.
promoted,
Is completely free.
and launched for summer 2020.
You could do audiobooks, Kindle books, online, articles, magazines. There was like a posting board and you could talk about books that you've read.
You'd be like, oh, hey, I read that book too, you know?
Interactive for sure, but creators wanted even more innovation. Gamification.
We had already been aware of the Gameful.me program that Mike Scotchko and Mick McMurray developed.
District teacher Mike Scotchko won the Classroom of the Future Foundation Inspire Award in 2013 for creating a gamified coding program with quests and rewards for completion. They applied it to the reading program.
There's little sounds going off every time, like we click and we get our coins or our gold.
Complete more quests to earn more XP to level up.
It was turned into this whole like competition. There's this leaderboard.
The quests varied in time and effort.
Check out this audiobook service. Here's how to connect to the San Diego County Library.
In other words, how to access resources for reading.
It's not just a high school skill, this is a life skill that they have now.
And at the end of the summer, students use their rewards to buy books, pencils, donated items the librarians collected.
This like blew my mind.
The program is ongoing, and its impact in 2020 immeasurable.
I honestly think that helped with my students' mental health when we were all stuck at home.
Give a round of applause. Carol, you want to say a few words? Sure you do.
SchoolsFirst has always been dedicated to making sure we support school employees, whether that's personally with their finances or, as you've seen here, with the work they do supporting their students, making sure learning's taking place, however that may be. And we know this past 10 years, 12 years we've been in COVID. I've lost track now. But what everyone is doing to make sure that that next generation really has received the best education possible through all this. I had a chance to talk with these amazing people about what they've done, and I'm just blown away. The innovation, the creativity goes way beyond where I sat in rows and passed back the paper that we smelled, and then it went back. The stuff they're doing is just amazing, and we're just so proud to be a part of this. So thanks for all you've done.
Now, Carol, do you have a video you want to show as well of SchoolsFirst? Or you already did it? All right. Okay. I think there's a big. Is there a big check out there? I think I saw a big check floating around. And if not, we're going to present it out. Here we go. And how much is that for there? $5,000. Let's give a round of applause to the Grossmont Union High School District and their winner of the Innovate Award. Thank you so much. Don't spend that in one place now. So making another appearance on stage, and so well deserved. This is an award that we came up with, I think, last year, and this is the second time we have given this out, and it's for the Business Champion of the Year. We've been honored at Classroom of the Future to work with just amazing organizations. We could probably give out 50 of these a year, but we just do one at a time. And so this one here is our 2021 Business Champion of the Year, and if we can bring her back to stage one more time, let's give a round of applause to Colleen Dillaway. Cox Communications. I know you're back there. There you are.
Hi, Drew.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So on behalf of our company and all of our employees at Cox Communications, thank you for this Business Champion of the Year award. Cox is honored that our commitment and work to bring digital equity to all is being recognized today. And it means so much to our employees, some of whom are sitting right over there. Hi guys, hi team, woohoo, go Cox. They have worked tirelessly with schools and organizations like Classroom of the Future Foundation to get students and their families connected, especially during COVID and distance learning. Since 2012, through Cox's Connect to Compete broadband adoption program, we've partnered with our education community and nonprofits to bring low-cost computers and the internet to students in need. The pandemic put a spotlight on digital inequity and the need that all of us have to work together to bridge the digital divide. And we've shown what San Diego can do when we all work together. Businesses, schools, nonprofits, and yes, our city and state leaders. So again, thank you for this recognition. It is an honor to accept this on behalf of all 1,700 of our Cox, California employees. So thank you.
Our next cool award is the Innovative Educator Award. And it is my pleasure to announce that this year's winner is Dr. Rob Nye. He is the Assistant Superintendent for Instructional Services for the Carlsbad Union School District, I'm sorry, K through 12. So to present this award, I am happy to welcome to the stage is my longtime friend and colleague, I believe he is here, is Jeff Light, publisher and editor-in-chief of the editor-in-chief, the San Diego Union-Tribune. Jeff, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Drew. Great to see you. I would be even greater if I had brought a pair of glasses that would allow me to read my remarks, but it's going to be fine.
Very good. As many of you know, that I was honored to work for the Union-Tribune for, actually, if you're counting all the years, I worked with them almost 40 years, if you believe it or not. So, and Jeff came on board, and if I'm not mistaken, in 2010.
Correct.
Is that right? And just been doing some great stuff. So, Jeff, good to see you and your colleagues here, and I know you're honored to present this award.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Drew. And thank you all that, I thought the speech by Tony Smith, if I have it right, was fantastic. The toothbrush and the curb cut. Universal design, that was really inspiring. So welcome to town, and that sounds like great stuff. Yeah, the Union-Tribune, I've only been with the paper since 2010, but I believe has supported the Classroom of the Future Foundation for almost 25 years, right? From the
exactly.
And we do so because journalism is, of course, a kind of education to me, the most important topic of all, which is our community. So I would, in that spirit, encourage all of the students here today, if you go in your program, you can find this page, and on it there's an offer to get a free digital subscription to the Union-Tribune, courtesy of our subscribers who have donated money on behalf of the idea of student education in journalism. So take a minute and take advantage of that. And I think before we get to Dr. Nye, we have a little UT video, is that correct?
We do. Let's roll it.
San Diegans accomplish great things every day. We care about our neighbors and our community. We are proud of our diversity. We are resilient. We hold our leaders accountable. We live in one of the most dynamic cities in America, the San Diego Union-Tribune, telling San Diego's story for more than 150 years.
And now it's my great pleasure to announce, or I guess Drew already announced, to present the Innovative Educator Award to Rob Nye, Assistant Superintendent for Instructional Services from the Carlsbad Unified School District. Rob, thank you very much. Congratulations.
All right, I'll just say a few things. Well, thank you very much. I feel very honored and privileged to be part of such an amazing school district in Carlsbad, where there's so many talented educators and passionate educators, as well as innovative educators. This is much their award as it is mine. I work with a really talented instructional services team. I do want to thank my colleagues who are here tonight, Dr. Ben Churchill, who I work with, as well as Rick Grove and Eric Dill. And I'd also like to thank our board president who came tonight, Claudine Jones. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, wait, don't escape yet, Rob. Here we go.
Check.
The giant check.
Another round of applause. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate that. Yeah, and that is so true. The Union-Tribune has been a huge sponsor of Classroom of the Future Foundation literally since the inception of our organization. Let's give them another round of applause for the Union-Tribune. Now, my pleasure to introduce the second of the 4 classroom awards this evening. It's the Inspire Award and goes to the classroom program that illustrates the unique attributes that kids get excited about in learning. Tonight, we'll give a recognition to a program that inspires, and excites, and influences teachers to teach and motivate students to learn through exceptional, unprecedented, and extraordinary programs. I'm pleased to announce that the 2021 Inspire Award winner is Creating Our Future Design Jam program from the Juvenile Court and Community Schools run by the San Diego County Office of Education. Let's give them a round of applause. Nicely done, by the way, nicely done. The Creating Our Future program, JAM program, was a culminating event of a cross-curricular activity, collaboration that guided students in exploring various topics through the lens of equity. The project included 2 film festivals of documentaries on environmental justice, initiatives to serve as an inspiration to our students' own projects. The Design Jam was a virtual exhibition to showcase student innovation and critical thinking around a world problem and ideas for change. As a result, students shared their visions for a better future, tackling pertinent issues that impact all communities. I'd like to share a video with you about this amazing program. Before we start the video, I'd like to welcome once again back to the stage Colleen Dillaway, for the Inspire Award sponsor, Cox Communications. And we also have, are you up there, Colleen? It's got a permanent seat up here. I know you're back there. Come on, Colleen. Let's give her another round of applause. Now, Sarah Matthews, you're here with us, is that correct? Yes, you are. Okay, very, very good. So let's go ahead and play the video, and then we're going to have a few words from Colleen. And Sarah, I hope you say some words too, as well.
Victoria School in San Ysidro is a juvenile court and community school. JCCS serves students countywide.
We have kids that are incarcerated in detention facilities. We have kids who are homeless. We serve foster youth kids.
Last year, when the pandemic forced schools to close and move to distance learning, student engagement suffered.
Because students were just looking at a computer screen.
Add to that the political divide and social unrest in our nation. So JCCS instructional coaches wanted to give students a boost.
We just created the idea to continue having our design jams, even in a virtual setting. And we named it the Creating Our Future Design Jam.
Students were asked a question.
What does it take to change the world?
She did tell us, you guys can pick the topic you guys want. So it was more interesting to me.
So a student would pick a topic and then we would guide them to resources.
I started doing my research, putting images in.
Kimberly is concerned about pollution in our world. Others tackled homelessness, voting rights, gang violence, the impact, and their proposed solutions.
In my words,
I was blown away.
And as well as seeing the connection, you're still seeing all the science and getting the ELA standards.
And the best part was yet to come.
We called it Jam Week. We had a week long of scheduled calendars.
Schools booked a time slot for student presentations on Zoom.
We had representation from all of our regions, so that was huge.
Parents, friends, community leaders logged on to watch.
I presented, it was great.
And it was really beautiful to hear all of their innovative, creative ideas for making the world a better place on their terms.
Nicely done. Colleen, you want to say a few words? Sure you do.
I'd be happy to. Can you tell Cox is committed to education? I've been up here a couple of times. I'm going to miss you guys. But for my final appearance of the night, I just can't think of anything better than to congratulate Sarah Matthews and the Juvenile Court and Community Schools program on all of your good work. So congratulations and welcome to the stage. Much deserved.
Sarah, you want to say a few words? Sarah, you want to say a few words? Sure, come on, say a few words.
Hey everybody, thank you for having us tonight. I want to say that this award was a team effort, and I really want to acknowledge and recognize 3 of our students who were able to make it here tonight on behalf of the Juvenile Court and Community Schools. And I just want to say that our students are fire, and I mean they're a force. All we did was ask them how would they like to change the world, and the rest of it is all of what's inspiring us here tonight. So thank you to our students, and thank you for having us. On behalf of JCCS, we appreciate this event.
A round of applause. So here's a big check for you. Colleen, you can get in the picture here. And let's do a photo op. It's a handsome group of folks, don't you think? All right, round of applause. Thank you so much. You can head out. Okay, very good. Colleen, you want to stay on the rest of the way? I think you're, what do you think?
Don't tempt me.
Well, there you go. Now it's time to recognize the College and Career Pathways Educator of the Year Award. This is an award that, as you've heard us talk about before, it's been alluded to by Tony, I think by Paul, Malin touched on it. You know, college and career pathways is very near and dear to us for many different ways. And then key is it's not college or career or college, it's college and career. We want to give these kids this opportunity that they can do both, of course. So whether they choose to go to college is up to them. To help me present this award, I'd like to bring up the award's sponsor, and that is Paxton Patterson. Can you please welcome Judd Wood? Judd, are you there? I know you're there. There you are, Judd.
Thank you.
You want to say a few words?
Yes.
Weren't you on the red carpet video a little bit ago?
I was. I was right behind you, as I recall. So,
all right.
But thank you again for having us here, Drew, and for being associated with CFF. Paxton Patterson is committed to hands-on project-based learning, and there's probably no better example of that than culinary, which Orange Glen is receiving this award for tonight. So it's probably the only industry sector where the students get to eat their homework. And it took a little bit of innovation because it's got such a great emphasis on the hands-on. They had to do a lot of work to figure out how to get kids to do that at home during distance learning. So I commend them for their ingenuity of creating packages to send home with their kids and to still engage them with the Zoom learning that they had this year. So congratulations to Orange Glen for winning this award.
Great. Let's see if they can come up to the stage. I hope they are. Back there, Laura Gardner, Christy Sovacle, and Kara Walker with their beautiful, come on, Judd, get in the picture over there. Do we have a check for them too back there? Are we going to bring it out and show it?
There's 3 checks.
Oh my, they got 3 checks.
So they're creative enough. I know they will know how to display them.
Our job is to make this as difficult as possible. How are we doing? Another round of applause. Laura, Christy, and Kara, thank you so much, Judd, as well. Congratulations. So each year we try to come up with something a little bit different and special. And this year we put together a special career pathway award. You know, for a group that, listen, probably I talked to the principal about this. You just won this award. You go, what are you talking about? Excited. They have this cool astronomy club at Perkins Elementary. And they learn about all these cool things. Astronomy has been in the world quite a bit with all these SpaceX things, that aspect of it. It is absolutely my pleasure to announce that the winner is Perkins Elementary from the San Diego Unified School District. And I'd like to welcome to the stage the principal from Perkins Elementary, Fernando Hernandez. Fernando, are you there, I hope? And if Fernando is not there, I know he's here in spirit. But I do know it. Fernando, come on over here. Come over here. Shake your hand over here. Good to see you. Have a seat right over here. We're going to bring in the sponsor first, all right? And then you're going to say a few words, so you can sit right in the middle. And this is sponsored by our friends at Mitsubishi. Yeah, he's not under the table over here. Mitsubishi Cement Corporation, and we have with us Austin Marshall of Mitsubishi Cement Corporation. And I will say this, and I know Austin's got some comments too. These folks have really stepped up to the plate. I know that they support great organizations like CFF, Junior Achievement, and so forth. So let's hear it for Austin Marshall of the Mitsubishi Cement Corporation. Austin, all yours.
Thank you, Drew. I just am so thankful for being invited to this, and this is a phenomenal organization, and so I'm really proud of what CFF is doing. I've gotten a chance to speak with Fernando, the principal at Perkins, and what a terrific individual. I think that a lot of the things that they are trying to do at Perkins is what we've been looking at over time, as well as helping out the trades and the arts and things like that don't necessarily get recognized based on GPA and things like that. And I think Fernando and I can work in partnership in the future. I really hope so. So anyhow, I'm here to present this to Fernando, this award, and I had a real quick funny story, and I know we're taking up a lot of time, but so he and I were speaking, and we both come from a family of educators. You know, our parents were educators. And so when I left home after high school, I would write my mom, tell her how things are going and stuff. I went to the military. And so I would write her and tell her how things would go. And the letter that I would get in response wasn't from my mom telling me how things are going at home. It was all the red marks on the letter that I sent her. I was like, wow, thanks, Mom. That's great. She was an English teacher, so I never wrote home after that. So anyhow, I just wanted to say real quick that I'm very proud to present this, the Special Career Pathways Award to Perkins Elementary, the Pride of Barrio Logan, and Fernando for $1,500. And do we have the award there, Drew? We do have the award. Excellent.
There you go. We'll get a shot here, then Fernando wants to say a few words. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you very much. What I wanted to talk about just in 1 minute is the astronomy club that we have at Perkins. We're in Barrio Logan. About 40% of our students are homeless. Amazing kids. So I started the astronomy club. And we usually get started right after the time change, when the sun sets at 4:45. Amazing in November and December. And I have lots of kids out on the playground. The one big event that I try to do every year, and I haven't done it since COVID started, but we're going to ramp it up again, is the meteor shower viewing at 3 o'clock in the morning. First time I did it, my wife made fun of me. She said, not a single person is going to show up at your school. Are you kidding? 3 o'clock in the morning? But I'm your wife, and I'm going to come with you. So we showed up, and there were 30-some kids right in front of the school waiting at 3 in the morning. It was a little cloudy, so we carpooled to Sunrise Highway, and we got there at 4 o'clock. And between 4 o'clock and Sunrise Highway and Sunrise, that first time we did it, the kids counted about 65 shooting stars, and everyone was like a touchdown or a home run. The kids were cheering. They were able to identify constellations. It's such an amazing thing. And thank you so much. With this award, we're going to buy a telescope for our astronomy club at Perkins. That's what it's for. Thank you so much.
That's right. Another round of applause for Austin and Fernando. 2021 special award. Thank you so much, gentlemen. It's now my pleasure to introduce the 2021 Innovative TOSA Innovative Educator Awards presented by the San Diego Computer Using Educators, or SDQ. Round of applause. Thank you very much. And is this Tiffany? Is Tiffany Brown coming up too? All right, we just have one over here? Okay, very, very good over here. So you gonna say a few words? You know, you get in front of the microphone? Sure you do.
Thank you. I'm Tiffany Brown. I'm the president of San Diego Q. We are passionate about supporting and celebrating teachers who are thriving with innovation and powered learning in their classrooms. And so each year we host an event and we take those funds and we use those to honor one outstanding TOSA and one outstanding educator who are nominated by their colleagues and vetted by our board. And so that's what you're going to get to see tonight. So thank you for being here to help celebrate them.
Very good. Stay right in the middle of the stage over here. Now we're going to bring up our winners. Very, very good. Our first winner is Lauren Leathers, Instructional Technology Resource Teacher at San Diego Unified. And our SDQ Innovative Teacher of the Year Award also goes to Sarah Kesty, Special Education Teacher at Sweetwater Union High School District. We got checks, we got trophies, we've got you name it. And I will say this, I talked to Sarah about this before, and she said I could embarrass her a little bit about this. Well, she really didn't say that. Did a great red carpet walk, but found out that she raises chickens in Lakeside. Is that correct? That is very good. And but she asked if she could bring the chickens tonight. I said, you know what, probably not tonight. We can do that, but let's give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming up. You can stay on stage if you want, or you can exit if you'd like. You did a nice job. Very good. Okay. This guy's a cool cat. I got a chance to meet him at our Red Carpet Awards. It's the Innovative Principal of the Year. And I think, is Dave Kootman going to come up and present this award? I think Dave is going to do this. Is Dave behind me? Is Dave? Oh, there he is. Okay. You can jump right to that podium over there. Dave is a part of Curriculum Associates. Let's give him a round of applause. Another red carpet walker, so to speak. This award really goes to, we all know that the principals, you superintendents and board members know this, and the teachers are just certainly the leader at that school. This guy's got a hip to his hop, to say the least. And I imagine all the teachers and the students and the parents love this guy. I'm pleased to announce that the 2021 Innovative Principal of the Year Award goes to Eric Franson, Principal of Surfside Educational Academy from Oceanside Unified School District. You have a big audience. Dave, you want to say a few words?
You want to say that probably 12 years ago, Eric invited me into his classroom back long before he was a principal, and the thing is, he's always been so welcoming and open and always has a big smile on his face, and I think that is, among many other things, one of the great qualities of a leader. Congrats, Eric.
Thank you so much. Thank you. They said backstage that when I came up, I either had to do a triple backflip or say a couple words, and while my 3 teenagers back here are rooting for the backflip, I think we're going to settle for a couple words. Just thank you for the Classroom of the Future Foundation. Thank you for my staff, my teachers, who are absolutely amazing. Again, these awards go to our teams of people that we work with, and Dr. Lovey sitting back here to support, and of course my family. So love you, babe. Thank you for everything. Love you, kids, and thank you all for being here. You educators are absolutely amazing. In the last 3 years is proof in the pudding.
Thanks a lot. Round of applause. Thanks, Eric and Dave. Now our pleasure to introduce the third of our 4 classroom awards, and that is the Achieve Award. And this award goes to a group that really did some amazing things. They're part of a team called the Cyber Aegis Team. They won national recognition against 3,631 open division teams. They took first place. We'd like to right now share a video of the Cyber Aegis Team. If you could roll the Achieve Award video. I think it should be running, I hope.
Go to cyberaegis.tech and you'll see students celebrating big wins.
Bright young minds.
This cybersecurity club is no stranger to news cameras and headlines. For good reason.
7 national champion teams in 6 years.
Paul Johnson is a systems engineer at Northrop Grumman, which develops cyber technologies. Paul started Cyber Aegis at Del Norte High School 7 years ago.
The first information session only had 3 students.
Today, about 200 students apply each year.
All right, let's get started. I keep the class size down to about 120. The students call me Coach Paul.
Besides Del Norte, students come from Design 39 campus and Oak Valley Middle School.
Very bright kids, passionate about technology.
Who learned to harden computer systems and outsmart hackers.
We were just sitting there and all of us were just like...
Ellen Shue and her team became Cyber Patriot National Champs in March out of 2,600 teams.
Extremely humbling.
And her sister Kate's team is middle school national champs. Their mom is amazed.
I hold my degree in computer science, but they know more than me nowadays.
This is Coach Paul's dining room table. He'll hold an award ceremony once COVID restrictions are lifted. Club teams earn major titles year after year.
It's not luck, it's not coincidence. Definitely it's a result of their amazing hard work.
Members train 4 hours on Sundays, plus team practice.
Also individual practice, so yeah, that really adds up to like about 12 to 15 hours a week.
Coach Paul teaches 4 soft skills and what he calls the hive mind.
Everybody helps everybody else. That's what's really critical to our success.
And success is more than trophies and titles.
One of my young women wrote to me, I got accepted into Cornell University.
Perhaps greatest of all, the club is training future cyber defenders, which our nation needs.
These kids love it.
And bring up to the stage over here our Cyber Aegis team winners and get a photo op with them. They can come up to the stage. Very good. Come on up. Let's get a round of applause and a nice picture. Paul, I hope you're going to be coming up there. Very good. Big smiles. And here we go. All right, beautiful. Another round of applause. Thank you so much. Time for our innovative Superintendent of the Year. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's give them a round of applause as they exit the stage. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think you can leave the stage now. You guys did a great job. Thank you. So this award is presented by SDG&E, and I'd like to bring up Pedro Villegas if he is here, and our innovative Superintendent of the Year goes to Dr. Leangela Brady from National School District. Leangela, come on up. I know you're back there. There she is. Congratulations.
Thank you, Drew.
Say a few comments if you'd like.
All right, well, I know that I am the one person standing between this group and dessert. So I'm going to keep my comments short, but I just want to thank the classroom of the Future Foundation, SeaWorld, and all of the sponsors for making this event possible. I was blessed to be raised by a mother who taught her children it was okay to take a risk and that failures were just opportunities to try again in a new way. I feel very grateful to have a husband and a son who are just full of curiosity and embody the innovative spirit, and to be surrounded by that every day of my life. And I want to say that I'm fortunate to have had some amazing mentors, to work with a very dedicated staff, and to have a very supportive board. So on behalf of the National School District, I really feel proud to accept this award for all of the work that you do for all of our students. So thank you again for hosting this event, and let us all go have some dessert.
And also recognize.
We're going to jump right now to the Impact Award. This is our final award for the evening, and this goes to a great group at the Poway School District, the Adobe Bluffs Mandarin programs, and known as ABES, Adobe Bluffs Elementary School for a short, sponsored by the North Island Credit Union. And these Mandarin programs are designed to uplift and elevate future-ready goal competency. TK5 students offering 2 pathways receiving instruction in Mandarin Chinese. This is quite an accomplishment. It's a great group of folks. I'd like to bring up everybody that's associated with this award. If you can come up to the stage, I'd appreciate that. We got Poway School Board members, we've got students, we've got teachers. I hope you're assembled back there somewhere. And if not, it's going to have to be me over here. They're coming. All right, they're coming. And also, Gloria Rogers, are you around as well, the sponsor? I am. All right, here they go. Oh. I'm here. Say a few words, Gloria, as we bring up the Poway.
Yes, we're on their way to the stage. But good evening, I'm Gloria Rogers, Vice President of School and Community Development for North Island Credit Union. North Island Credit Union is proud to present the Impact Award to Poway Unified School District, Adobe Bluffs. North Island, for those who don't know, has been serving the community for over 80 years with 165,000 members throughout the state of California. What you may not also know is that North Island has specific products specifically for school employees. So we're very proud to be here to be able to support. We provide over $500,000 each year for education, and today North Island is proud to present Poway Unified with Adobe Bluffs with a $10,000 check. So.
And we have with us the superintendent from Poway. You want to say a few words, Mary?
Good evening, everyone. I think we are standing before dessert. So anyways, I just want to congratulate Adobe Bluffs, and I want to take a moment to thank our board members who are all here this evening, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do the work that we do to push forward innovation in our district and in our schools. So I want to congratulate our principals here. We have the before principal and the current principal of Adobe Bluffs, and some of our teachers here that put on the fabulous program at Adobe Bluffs. So congratulations. It's because of your innovation and your work that we received this award. So I want to thank all of you for this honor.
Thank you so much. Let's get a nice photo up. You want the big check? Big check. Here's the big check.
Congratulations.
Another round of applause. Thank you so much. You can exit if you so desire. So I really appreciate folks hanging in there. It's been a long night. I know we got some dessert coming up. Let's give another big round of applause to all of our winners, to our superintendents, to the teachers, and those wonderful students. Hope you enjoy the dessert reception, and we'll see you next year.
Adobe Bluffs Elementary School is a national blue ribbon school recognized for its language programs.
I actually chose this school.
Brenda Cias enrolled her son Diego and later her younger daughter.
Absolutely loved that our son was learning Mandarin.
Why Mandarin? Mandarin language is the most spoken language in the world.
Students take one of two pathways, a program called FLAS, or the two-way dual language immersion program.
FLAS, that's a language enrichment program for all students in our school, starting from TK to 5th grade. And we launched that program in 2016.
Enrichment includes music, art,
character writing, phonetic learning.
The second pathway, dual language immersion, is much more in depth.
It's everyday ongoing. We call this 50-50 model, where the English teacher uses 50% of the instructional time and the Mandarin teacher uses the other 50%.
So they have that advantage of double learning, of that excitement of learning one thing in their native language and then again in Mandarin.
The immersion program is K through 2nd, expanding one grade every year. Enrollment at Adobe Bluffs has spiked, and in recent years, ELA and math scores have increased between 3 and 16% at all grade levels, and 85% of students exceed proficiency based on common assessments.
Learning another language absolutely elevates and promotes cognitive thinking and differentiated learning that may attribute to the growth in the assessment scores.
The dual language program won an international award in China in 2018, the only U.S. public elementary school to do so, and students perform at community events and festivals.
They're really immersed in the language, in the culture, in respecting differences.
And before COVID, the school offered a FLEP class, foreign language for parents, every Friday morning before work. In the big picture, the Mandarin programs are designed to promote unity.
For our two countries to become better friends, we need that understanding, in my opinion. It's global diplomacy,